Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, hey.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back to another normal recording day on the day that we record these episodes,
Totally
right?
normal, totally everything's fine.
Yep.
Nobody's desperately fighting to keep their mental state together and trying to not have a fucking full-blown panic attack breakdown because everything is on fire and falling apart in the world.
Nope. At least you're not stuck in a dormitory where you don't have privacy, I think.
I mean, yeah, and at least I still remember what happens to me after I fucking do stuff.
Yeah.
At least,
I'm
not having such a panic attack that I'm going out attacking all of my friends.
Don't worry. Look. Like William, I'm sure the water he's drinking from those lead pipes are perfectly fine,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, William's still gone, I think it's gonna become traditional at this point with these stupid Kamen Rider reviews where William disappears for some reason.
Yeah,
within the literal during the actual class part.
Just can't he can't cross that finish line.
Mm-hmm. Look, it's like we always said, William has never watched a Kamen Rider series, and he's really committed to that bit,
Yeah.
Like, he'll watch everything up until, the last day, he's like, hold on, there's a shiny coin along the path.
Speaking of shiny coins along the path, I started watching FUUTO PI. Boy, does that really make me feel like, just remind me of how good old in quotes, Kamen Rider was. Like, just prime Heisei era fucking Kamen Rider.
Yeah. Boy, hey, we were supposed to do that.
Yeah,
that has to be done at some point.
Yeah, well, I saw a really great graphic that someone made of all of the things that you should have.
Oh yeah, the watch order?
The watch order, where it was just like, okay, so you watch the series, then you stop to watch a movie, then you go back to the series, then you watch another movie, then you watch the series. Then there's a...
But then you watch this movie, but in this movie, you only watch these section of this movie, if you don't want to be spoiled for parts from other series.
Yeah. The only thing that I think that's funny is that it left out, obviously, Kamen Rider Revice the mystery. Because you have to watch it for Axel showing up.
Yeah. And look, we still don't know the Axel lore, how it all fits within the timeline yet,
Yeah.
Right? Right, or the fact that Toei obviously can't afford to get both of the actors that play the original role back because those actors cost real money now for them, and they're like, ooh, that's real money we can't afford. So,
yeah, I had to look up exactly how, I had to look up whether or not the voice actor was even the same actor. I'm like, nope, they couldn't even get him to voice this. That's when you know that you can't afford it.
I think the actor that plays Philip is a big movie star, but yeah, that's every actor.
I believe so, yeah.
Right, yeah, but a good number of them are super big movie stars now.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's see. I don't know what's the actor for Shotaro does now.
I was looking it up earlier. He's something.
Let's see. Okay, here it is. Shotaro, played by Rennie. But what is he doing? He's in musicals and he's in TV.
Oh, not Yoshimasa. No. Ren
Kiriyama. Shit, he's 37. Oh boy, he's 37. Jesus Christ!
We all get old,
Oh boy, hey, look, Double came out in 2009,
Yeah, that was 13 years ago.
Oh boy, I don't like to be reminded of that.
Yeah, well,
Oh boy, let's see. Let's look at what Philip's voice actor does. Okay, let's see. He won an award for best leading actor. Oh yeah. Toei definitely cannot afford to get this guy back now.
Yeah,
these are real roles. I'm looking at this right now. In 2001, he was in four different films. Lead role in all four films. Toei cannot afford that. Right?
He's a pretty big name, I think.
Mm-hmm, right.
I've seen him in some other shit, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like from the look. Oh wait, okay. Apparently he dubbed Shazam in the Japanese version of Shazam.
Was he old Shazam or little child Shazam?
Zachary Levi Shazam.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then there's. I wonder. Okay, all right. I wonder if he also fucking voiced Chuck in Chuck.
I don't know I wonder if Chuck actually aired in Japan. That's a good.
Oh, I bet it did. You'd be surprised.
I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff gets dubbed over there, but I don't think there's an official Japanese Zachary Levi voice actor, right? Because I know some voice actors in Japan.
Isn't that in Marvel and stuff? There's a bunch of.
I don't know, because I know there's like an official, like, I don't know, I'm gonna throw up a random actor, because I don't know, like Emma Thompson, right?
Right.
I know there's like an official Japanese Emma Thompson dub actress in Japan, right? I don't remember which actress. I was reading about an article one day, but I completely forgot, and I don't want to bother to look it up, but I do want to look up what's happening in this week's episode of our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Kamen Rider Revice, and weekly discussions where I also a person who learns that Kamen Rider Double came out 13 years ago would be joined by my friend William, a person who doesn't even know who Kamen Rider Double is, despite only watching the first 2 episodes and stopping from that point. As we were joined by our good friend Tariq to discuss the latest Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Revice. Hey, this is episode 47, Karizaki Rebellion, The Price of Transformation.
Yeah, hey.
Alright, so the Revice website came out and officially chronicalized the series, alright? So this episode takes place after Battle Familia.
It has to. So this is how without watching Battle Familia, here's how I see this all adding up. After Battle Familia, so we watched the Chimera.
Yeah.
In between.
Boy.
I assume that that the end of last episode, where we see the silhouette of Sheik showing up, is literally seconds before the Chimera OVA happens, or web episode happens.
Oh boy, I looked
Battle Familia happens. Then Battle Familia happens. They kill Sheik or Chick, and then we get back to episode 47. So it goes 46, Chimera, Battle Familia, 47.
Oh boy, all right. So this is how Toei has chronicalized this. All right. So Birth of Chimera takes place between episode 44 and Battle Familia, okay? Okay. So you want to write this down, all right?
Okay.
All right.
All right. We're scrambling.
Battle Familia takes place after Birth of Chimera.
What? Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. But before episode 47.
Yeah.
And then we get to episode 47.
Right. Yeah.
So the question is, at some point during Birth of Chimera, episode 45 and 46 just randomly takes place in this. So that means that has to be now within Battle Familia, right? The events of episode 45, 46 just randomly happens within that time. It's really bad. Like, it's not like an actual like in between 2 full digits. It's in between 3 digits. You got to figure that out.
Yeah, it's
really bad.
It starts turning into episode 45.1 somewhere in there.
Right, but then you realize, oh, hold on, you gotta account for it. But it's not really episode. It's like 45.12.
Yeah.
45.
Version update 17.5.
It's really bad. So, from what I can read, this chronology of literally the last story event of Revice makes absolutely no fucking sense at this point.
Yeah. It doesn't help that we're pretty much at the end, right? And all right, I'm totally fine with, hey, spoiler alert, Karizaki's the final our final enemy. I guess maybe so far. Soon, TM, we'll see.
Hey, look, they have 2 more episodes left. There's no way they can throw another main villain in at the
There's no way that there could be another antagonistic force at the end. Anyway, who's the guy at the opening in the fucking suit? Still doesn't seem like it's Iki. Still doesn't seem like it's fucking the dad. It doesn't really make sense. Who the fuck is it? Why do we keep having it? But I guess it's there.
And look, I just want to forget about it, just like how Iki forgets about his own family.
Yeah, hey, who the fuck are you strangers? Get out. This is my family's house, even though I don't know who my family is.
Yeah, that's right. It is run by my mom and dad, My mom and dad owns this place.
It's really, honestly, the way that his memory loss works is getting more and more, like, complicatedly messy, because it's like, you'd think that by him forgetting his parents, he should be, like, forgetting every interaction he has, but it seems more of, like, they're just missing blanks. Like, he knows that he has parents, but he doesn't know who his parents are.
Yeah, like he doesn't know, like he knows he had a mom and pop, right? He just doesn't know their faces, you know?
I
right?
guess, yeah.
That's what it looks like is going on, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, like I said, the whole fucking Iki subplot of his memory is still really badly handled within the show, right? Because, like I said, it's been very on and off, right, about his whole memory loss. Like some episodes are important, some episodes not important, right? And then sometimes it's like major, like, oh yeah, hey, you're photoshopped out of the family photos.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, that's a very minor thing, you know, I guess that's a serious, but then this episode, oh no, you just straight up forgot your parents, and so I was like, huh, that's a big raise of stake for being photoshopped out of a family photo versus just straight up forgetting her family.
Yeah, 100% just complete, like, I don't know who I am or where I am, or I mean, boy, Alzheimer's scary. I mean, this is, the funny thing is like, because we've talked about before where it's like, there are Kamen Riders that have, like, consequences to transforming. You know, the more that they do it, the more of a toll it puts on their body. Or if you transform one more time, you'll die, or you'll disappear.
Yeah, we mean it this time, you know, right?
But
right, yeah,
like,
if you transform for more than 5 minutes, you know, right? But if you de-headship at exactly 4 minutes 59 seconds, it's okay.
Yeah,
you know.
But for some reason, this is like, I think this is the first one that it's actually been like giving a Kamen Rider a fucking like mental disorder, like brain damage, like fully like going to turn him into a potato by the end of this. Like he just can't fucking like keep his memories, and it's like that's somehow the biggest thing. Also, I just want to say, so they start off the episode with talking about the like okay, so Iki, everybody, it's vague. Sometime later, right? Is the date now, which I guess if we're again following the timeline, sometime later after Battle Familia in episode 46. Are we not going to talk about the giant gaping butthole crack that they made in the sky? That seems like it should be like discussed. That seems like it should be dealt with, but it does not seem like it's being dealt with.
Hey, look, they were in a war zone like 2 days ago, you know? No,
it was a war zone, and then they went on a family trip. Because if you remember fucking Chimera, they all are getting ready to board a plane on a flight to go on a family trip.
During the middle of a
oh, no, they just, well, if it's truly after 45 and 46 or whatever, well, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't. The fact that Bertha Chimera is in like a really weird in-between spot, is in between two episodes, right? Makes it very fucking weird, right? It's just really weird, this chronology. Right? But don't worry, Love Cop has a cute little hat now, and you can buy
a sheriff badge.
Yeah, you could buy these accessories
alternate
for your Love Call doll.
Wait, you have to buy the accessories? You can't just buy alternate costume Love Cop on Premium Bandai?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if this was a Bandai product, they would sell these two things separately, just for the fuck of it, you know?
You're probably right. I just wish you weren't.
Oh, and you also get a tie, too, you know, right?
Yeah.
You get a tie, a hat, and a little badge to put on your Love Cop.
Dress my little Love Cop up. Yeah. And apparently Love Cop can just straight up talk now. We've truly released the ultimate demon out into this world.
Now that Love Cop has molted from her skin, I guess that was holding her back the entire time from talking, you know? Like she had a bunch of dead skin in her mouth, you know?
Oh, that's not how snakes work. Also, I mean, again, this goes back to the whole thing of Love Cop is not a snake. Love Cop is a demon wearing a snake kigurumi.
Yeah.
Not like... So, it doesn't really make sense that she molts. unless the like snake skin that she is wearing was like getting old and musty and just peeled off. I don't think that's like her growing would make it molt. That's not how anything works. You don't get a snakeskin like wallet and have to worry about it shedding skin in your fucking like pant, like in your pocket. That's just, no. No. But anyway, yeah. Somehow his parents think that the best thing to help their brain damaged son is to have him play with dominoes and try to help their dad with this stupid...
Gotta make those TikToks. Gotta make those TikToks, you know, right?
Yeah, gotta get popular.
Now that the war zone is over, you know, we gotta start going back to TikTok, you know, right?
Yeah. Speaking of fucking gotta make TikToks and shit, and get popular. Oh, hey, here's Hana deciding to go. I would rather be in prison than hang out with the rest of you. Bye bye. Time to go.
Look, I gotta atone for my sins, you know.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta count up my sins, you know.
Right? And I hope the prison where I'm staying at airs FUUTO PI for me.
Yeah, I hope that it. I also hope that the fucking prison I'm about to go to has good security and won't let me. I sure hope nothing happens to me as I walk peacefully towards the prison to just turn myself in.
Right? I'm gonna go to the police station now.
Yeah.
But don't worry. So I love that. Meanwhile, boy, hey, I didn't catch this until now that I rewatch it. So back at the fucking Urashima household, right? Mm-hmm. Or the base, right?
The weekend
it turns
place,
out, yeah, the weekend base, right? It turns out nobody's left to come help fucking clear out this fucking junk, you know?
Well, I think it's even funnier that if you think about it, there's just this growing like group of basically people that have become demons and have like Kamen Rider demons and are just like forming a support group of like, yeah, we're not relevant anymore. We all got kicked out. All of the people that have become demons have eventually become irrelevant and just left like to pick up the mess after everyone else. That is essentially what we're watching. And like Takumi is gonna be there too in a second. Like once he gets out of the hospital, he's going straight to fucking menial labor.
Yeah, of course. Look, you gotta put him to work somehow, you know, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, look, we made Hikaru do work as soon as I came
out.
I mean,
there's nobody left.
All these boxes.
Once the war was done, everybody went, fuck this shit, we're not helping you clean up. It's like when you invite your friends over and you all play with your Legos and then no one helps you clean up the mess afterwards and you're just left with a bunch of Legos.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, so they have a bunch of boxes and everything, and then, and they can't... And they're like, oh, man, look at all these boxes, you know?
Yeah.
But don't worry, there's a dirt stain that they can't clean out, right? Which I didn't realize was in the photo that Hiromi was looking at. It didn't occur to me now that we're watching this scene. You can actually see the stain in the photo.
Let me see. What spot?
I think it's like around
weird 4 minutes, and there's that weird dark spot that just kind of looks like it's an oil stain, but
right.
I wonder what that implies.
I didn't realize that stain was actually in that photo. Now that we're watching it, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, this isn't the fucking Karizaki's house, right? This is a completely different house.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Is this supposed to imply this is the same house?
Oh right? Boy. I wonder if that's what they're trying to imply. I'm not from the future and know the answer.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I'm sure that won't be relevant.
Hey, look! Look, we're recording this on a date where episode 48 hasn't aired yet. You know, right?
Yeah,
I hope this gets uploaded on our weekly scheduled Thursday upload. You know, and not just randomly being uploaded on a Monday, right? And then that way I could try to recalibrate our upload schedule so it all fits over again, you know?
Yeah, and there's no way that it's... There's no... Hey, look, all I'll say is this. Maybe we should have known that something was up with the creepy house with secret dungeon and, maybe that's not the only thing that's a secret here, and maybe there's more secrets to this house.
Look, you mean the house with the... Fuck, what was the original color when Sakura came in? What was it? Was green, right?
I mean, the basement, tunnel was green and, glowing. It really gave off a big, these are fucking aliens in our house. Our neighbors are aliens.
Oh, boy. Boy, hey look. Would you rather have neighbors who are aliens or neighbors who have demons? You know, right?
I mean, the question is always there. Personally, I don't know. I don't know which one I'd rather pick.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, it turns out that I guess nobody works at Phoenix anymore, so anyone can just come in now, so...
Well, this is all that's... Well, oh yeah, well, oh yeah. Everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. Everybody is retired, they've had honorable discharge, they're all leaving the...
Right, you think these all people came in to collect their last paycheck from Phoenix, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I really don't know who's even in charge at this point. Right now, Taishi's gone.
I mean, the question is, does the government even going to... Is this going to be like the GI Bill, where it's like, hey, you all get to go to college now? Or is it going to be like, just like the PACT Act or whatever that just passed, where it's like, oh yeah, no, we don't care about our veterans. We're just gonna wait until Jon Stewart shames us on live television.
But don't worry, these demon trooper people don't have Jon Stewart to help them, you know.
Yeah, instead they have Karizaki out here to absolutely destroy everyone. With a convenient driver that no one's ever seen before, except for if you watch the movie. You gotta watch the movie. If you want to make sense of this, you gotta watch the movie.
Don't forget to also watch the fucking OVA that we released online as well. You know,
yeah, you gotta watch everything.
You gotta watch these expansive media re-release. You know, that would force you to watch.
So is it now? Are we gonna consider Revice on the same level as Saber of like necessary media? Because now in the final stretch, they're really making it so that if you don't know where this, like, you don't know where this came from otherwise, because otherwise George just showed up with a fucking driver out of nowhere.
I mean, yes, no, because at least with fucking with the mystery, right? That was like a little random like a random side quest that they did.
Yeah, that was just like that was very much just like a filler, we're having fun sort of thing.
Right, and here's a fucking Vice that still has not came back to play within the actual main series.
I will say I am kind of right about what I said, though. My theory about what George was going to come out with his... I mean, I wanted it to be that he was going to be the villain, and it would be the fucking... I thought he was going to combine all of the villain Vice stamps. But this is basically the same thing. He's turned out to be... He's got his own driver, he's got his own transformation finally, he's got his own suit, and it's combining everything. So I mean, I'll take that dub, like that mild dub, like for that one.
Right, and then with Revice Legacy, I mean, you didn't really have to watch it, you know. Like if you watch it, some stuff makes more sense, you know, right?
Yeah,
but like wasn't like a necessary thing, you know.
Yeah,
because all that stuff is brought up later within the show.
Yeah, I mean, you basically pick up everything by the
right.
Yeah.
And then Dear Gaga is like, oh, says yes. Hey, by the way, Dear Gaga too.
Oh yeah, the second one is out. Yeah,
we haven't watched that, so we don't know how this all ties into Hiromi triumphant return to the main series. You know, right? Like what was the driving force that probably like, boy, hey, maybe me being a country boy isn't the lifestyle I want.
Yeah, maybe I should go back to the big city and still try to make it.
That's right. Yeah.
I hear this FUUTO PI. I hear this FUUTO city is hiring.
right. So we don't know. Yes, I don't know how big of it. From what I can tell, with Dear Gaga also looks like another fucking it exists, right? Because the series reference does resolve the whole Hiromi's gone thing, you know, enough, right, for us to the point where you don't actually have to watch Dear Gaga to understand, right? And then what else? And then I don't know what the fuck the deal is with the fucking Kamen Rider Aguilera.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I haven't watched that yet. I just know it's literally the scene
also
from Avengers Endgame.
It also really doesn't seem like it could work like chronologically, simply because of is
You
being
mentioned
part of it, like, because it's like, all right, but that's the future, and like I thought the whole thing with like the Neobata Vice stamp was like, oh, we had to get it from the future because that's when 01 happens. Like,
No, is it 01 set in modern time?
Was it?
Wasn't 01 set in like I'm pretty sure 01 was just set in modern times.
Oh, was it?
Or at least
Oh.
modern. Oh. Yeah, I mean, in 01 they never said a year. They just said, "Hey, technology exists."
Okay, I wasn't sure if I remembered it as like X years from now, blah blah blah.
No, yeah. For 01 never stated actually. They just said "Hey, yeah, you guys heard about the metaverse and
Yeah.
VR?
Hey, you ever
Check out these,
watch I, Robot? That was cool, right?
Hey, you wanna own this JPEG?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Hey, I
Once
promise
within
you won't.
years-
I promise this investment will go perfectly fine, and no one will ever steal it from you.
Hey, look, it's like Venezuela, I think, was the country that said don't take Bitcoin as a currency, and then they
cool.
said, and then immediately 2 months later said, oh yeah, we stopped taking Bitcoin as a currency.
Sounds
now,
like
so.
Venezuela.
Yes, hey, Hana gets attacked by George and everything.
Yeah, and then Takumi shows up to once again become a discarded user of demons.
Oh, well, yeah, it's not looking good for him, you know.
Bodied immediately.
Look, if you watch the movie, he's cool with that, you know.
Yeah.
I guess they saved it all for his movie appearance and everything, right?
I guess. He
Yeah.
sure doesn't look cool now.
Right? Yeah, so George is evil and everything, and so Iki and Vice comes in. And
Yeah.
by the way, is this fucking hallway really this tunnel that they're in really low?
It's the tunnel that they always use. I think this is the tunnel where they killed Master Logos last time, and
No, I don't.
like.
No, there's too much graffiti. I don't think this is the same.
I don't think
it's
it
a
had the
different
graffiti before, but I bet they added it.
I don't think this is the same tunnel because the way that Master Logo was going was like on a cliffside or like in
No.
a actual tunnel.
When I was about to say Sartorius. Jesus Christ. When Storia showed up and fucking like ganked him, like shivved him in the middle of the like while he was
Yeah. No, it
limping
wasn't in
away.
this tunnel. It was a completely different tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, the height of this tunnel is very low, and I felt very claustrophobic.
I mean, it's funny that George is also just like, I guess George is probably tall as shit, right? It's also probably partially that, but this is definitely like a low clearance bridge. This is like maybe
because when they had Vice and George, I thought that at some point Vice's stupid ears, right, was gonna scrape like the wall,
that
like
would have been
roof.
great.
I was like, because it looks very fucking low.
Yeah,
or at least from the angles that they were filming it looks very low.
Yeah,
you know,
it's definitely like cutting it close on some of those.
Yeah,
but yeah, hey, Kamen Rider Juga.
Yeah, that's right.
Totally not Kuga.
Remember how we kept showing that tree at the beginning with all those animals? It paid off. Here's the payoff. We didn't show that tree with the animals for no reason.
Yeah.
This is what it's led up to, you know?
Now don't ask questions about the fucking about the man in the suit. Ignore the man in the suit that walking through the flames. And
that we keep featuring in the opening.
Also, if you could please ignore George standing in a lab full of Kamen Rider suits in like My Little Pony tubs. That would be great too.
I don't know. They resolved that beyond generations. You know? That was the big payoff.
Is that really what that's supposed to be the answer? Is
yep. Yep.
Oh. I don't know if I agree with that.
You can definitely tell this was a show where they definitely rewrote elements during the whole production, you know, right?
Is that? I mean, it did feel like that was the answer, but it also.
I mean, look, the fact that Revice already had to rewrite their premise before production, right?
Wait, hold on. I knew that about Saber. What was the part that they I know that there were production issues, but what was the rewrites for it?
So the original plotline of Revice was that Kamen Rider exists as a fictional show.
Oh right, I do remember this. I remember. Yeah.
Right, because that's when George showed up in like that episode of Saber, and he dressed like a fucking Kamen Rider weeb, right?
Yeah.
With his plush, right?
Yeah.
But like his plush, like he had those stupid little Kamen Rider plush on him.
Yeah,
and then
that
he had
was
the Kamen Rider
right.
keychain.
And then we never really got any closure on that, and he just kind of
right.
had.
And then when the series actually aired, they got rid of that shit. But they still kept all the Kamen Rider belts in the background of the toys, and no one really ever questioned George. Like, hey, Georgia, what's with these Kamen Rider belts?
Yeah, how'd you? Boy, that's yeah. I mean, it really is a shame because for the most part, it's been a pretty competent series. It's just when you think about it for a little bit too long, you go, wait, what? What the fuck is going? What? How?
Right. You can definitely tell that there's definitely a lot of production stuff. I'm pretty sure this don't affect the COVID because that's what they said, right?
Yeah.
That they rewrote the series because of COVID as well.
Yeah, but I mean, that was Saber was one thing, right? Where they rewrote it because they were scrambling to figure it out during COVID. This was like, all right, you guys had a time to like figure out a like how to do a plot. You people are getting vaccinated. Fucking, it should be fine. And then they just fucking went, what if we didn't do what we were doing?
Mm-hmm. Right? Look, I may have already submitted my test in for grading, but can I get that paper back? You know, right?
Oh man, it's always sad when you watch someone do that.
Right? Yes. Anyway, Vice gets his ass beat by.
Yeah, Vice comes up with the brilliant plan. If only I transform, then it'll totally be fine, right? And then it goes, no,
hey, look,
no, actually, it'll still be very bad.
I have my final rider form. Look, how can I lose?
Yeah.
I'm in final form, you know?
Yeah,
I'm ultimate Vice.
Not only am I in final rider form, I think, like, that's probably the best example of, like, Vice being his own rider at this point. Like, it isn't just Iki. Like, at first I definitely had some, like, questions about whether or not I really counted Vice as a separate, like, individual rider. I know that it's, like, Revi and Vice. But I was like, yeah, but he can't really transform without Iki, so, like, does that really count? But now it's like, he's literally got a belt that he can just, I don't know what, he's got no pockets. I don't know where he's doing it, but...
look, he pulls out the pocket dimensions, you know, right?
Or the people pocket, you know the one. You know the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, hey, George didn't build his belt good enough, so he's like, alright, I'll kill you next time, you know,
yeah,
right?
Oh boy, hey, oh man, if only my suit would give me a little bit more power. I haven't acquired all of the infinity stamps yet. I need to get all of my infinity stamps so that I can balance out the world. Just as balanced, just as all things should be, with only one Kamen Rider. There can only be one. Highlander Kamen Rider. I must kill all the others.
Right. Yeah, so everyone gets their ass beat and they go home, you know.
Yeah, and
then Iki told these old people to leave.
Yeah,
right?
Get the fuck out of my house, you weird old people. I'm waiting for my parents to come home.
Right? Yeah, don't wait for my parents to come home and yell to tell you guys to leave.
Yeah,
you know,
whoa, you strangers. Okay, this is a private residence. You can't just walk in here. You're scaring my sister and brother.
My only family members.
Yeah, my only family members that I know of. There's no way that. Hey, what are you doing? You think you own the place? Come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll call the police.
Yeah, and look, so I like how Hiromi decides to confront George on a tall building, you know, right?
Where perfectly devoid of any well, you see he's by the railing, so he knows that he's not going to get thrown. He's safe. He's perfectly safe. He's following all the safety precautions.
Look. He's thinking about, look, if George throws me off of the edge, you know, right, I could take him down with me, you know. As long as he doesn't quickly swap our position where I'm over the edge, I will be perfectly safe, you know, right? Yeah, but George is like, hey, look, I'm going to kill all the Kamen Riders now.
Damn. Shit.
Uh-oh.
I just thought of a really... Damn. I just finished the meme, but I was going to say... You know, with as scientifically driven as George is, and for all of his interest in somehow making all of these animals motifs with his Kamen Rider Revice stamps.
Yeah.
You might want to call him he's kind of a curious George, you'd think.
Oh boy, huh?
Or you might say, with all those animals together under his control, you might call him George of the Jungle out there. Truly, Juga of the George of the Juga, actually. Anyway, that's my fucking joke there. But yeah, somehow.
But don't worry, everyone else learns the big plot. Of this.
I didn't even realize that Sakura and Daiji didn't know it yet. Like, because I know he had the conversation with the parents, but I didn't remember that. Like, I guess that it hadn't come out to everybody else. But yeah, then they're all like, "Oh, you mean he keeps losing his memory?" And also, sure, I hope Daiji feels bad. Because it's like a significant amount of time and transformations were wasted on his dumbass trying to convince him to fucking stop, like, being a murderous prick.
Yeah, and look, sometimes you gotta tell young people to stop listening to old people, you know, right?
Yeah, stop listening to this old man that wants you to call him daddy. If you don't want to call him daddy, then leave.
Right, but no, this scene is actually very good when they're talking, right?
You mean at the bench? Like when they...
Yeah.
When they walk up, step outside, and it's like, actually, I thought that, like, Sakura's actual, like, breakdown is pretty reasonable. It wasn't over, like, acted and stuff.
Right.
Also, I like Kagero joining in and just like, alright, then we just kill him.
Yeah, which I'm still very confused about. So, we assume that Kagero at this point doesn't actually need to physically, I guess?
No, he can definitely talk through, but I guess he really wanted to control the body. To make his point
so I
clear.
guess he really wants his... Yeah, right? So I was like, I guess he can still do this, you know, right?
Yeah. I really want to believe that it's like a fucking magical girl transformation. And like in this Kamen Rider series where people already henshin, there's just he just jumps up, twirls around 3 times, and then comes back down as an emo boy.
Right? And he does it real quick where no one notices him, right?
But anyway, once again, as with most Kamen Rider series at this point, we come to the inevitable conclusion, which is gang tactics. 3-on-1. We all take them. We all jump them. We meet us by the bridge by the highway. We'll take you out. You're talking shit about my family. We're gonna come at you. You keep my brother's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
We're gonna curb stomp you.
Yeah, that's right.
Also,
George, despite his reason wanting to destroy all the Kamen Rider, does not destroy the Kamen Rider drivers.
No, he's just collecting them as like war trophies to put on his dad's grave because he's going
to prove a point. Yeah, to prove a point to his dad. Like, hey, look, see, Dad, I told you I could be successful in life.
I'm better than you. Look, Dad. Why won't you love me? Why won't you give me the respect that I deserve? Boy, George, you really turned into a little whiny bitch at the end, huh? You just fully snapped. You just got real mad. I mean, I understand being mad at your parents, but you don't have to kill people to do that.
Yeah, look, he really did not resolve his daddy issues. You know, right?
It's real bad. These are like this is once again the overarching problem of the real bad guy. I think at the end of the day for Revice was just dads. It's just dads in general. Fuck your dad.
Issues.
No, just dads. Just dads. Specifically dads. All dads are bad. They're always bad. They're always trying to do bad things. And sometimes they're just gonna disappoint you. Like, the amount of disappointing dads in the show alone is just surprising. Because we had Genta, right?
Yeah.
One bad dad. And we had Mr. Ushijima, that's 2 bad dads, or Shima, or whatever the fuck. That's 2 bad dads. Then Akaishi is a real bad dad. Then Karizaki and Papa Karizaki showed backup alive, bad dad number 4. Then there's technically Gifu, who's a bad dad because because he considers himself the parent of his genes. So technically, he's like, hey, look, I donated the sperm back in like 2000 or 1995. I didn't expect it to come out and fight against me. But hey, you're my kids now. You want to rule the world with me? No? Okay, well then I'll kill you. Yeah, the Supreme Court can't stop me in Japan. And it's just been a bunch of bad dads. Every villain has been a bad dad, basically.
Yeah. It
Oh,
turns out
hold on. That also.
issues.
Oh, wait. That also fucking Olteka's dad like punched him for being a know-it-all. So again, bad dad.
Oh yeah. By the way, so hey, like we said, we're recording this before episode 48.
Yeah.
Right before episode 48 has dropped, and none of us is watching yet. But
Yeah.
Boy, hey, Oteka came back, for that one episode, and then he just fucking disappeared.
Then we had episode fucking then we had Battle Familia. Maybe he shows up in Battle Familia. Maybe that's how they're gonna deal with all our continuity issues and like cliffhangers will be addressed in Battle Familia. That's my prediction.
Right.
That's what I hope.
Well, I can't wait to finally talk about Battlefield like 4 months or some shit.
Yeah, 2 months from now.
Maybe, yeah, right. So I go Daiji in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go Daiji immediately at the start out transfers into evil titty and everything.
Yeah.
But Sakura's like, no, base form. I'll test out base form, right?
Truly, I'm the protagonist of this series.
Right. Look, I saw. Okay, to be fair, she didn't know that Vice got his ass beat as Ultimate Vice, so she didn't know the power skill yet. But she's like,
maybe she just thought that her big brother will help kick the bully's ass. But also, the really bothersome thing about her, like starting in base form, is that it reveals how the King Cobra Vice stamp works, because it's just Lovekov wrapping around the regular Cobra Vice stamp. That's it. It's not even a separate Vice stamp. It's just changing the one that she already has and making it bigger. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not its own thing. Like when I was like, I don't know where this came from, and then it was like, oh nope, she's just holding it, and then she just apparently can just make it happen by absorbing Lovekov all over her.
Yeah.
So hold on. It's Lovekov is a demon wearing a snake kigurumi. And Sakura is wearing a Lovekov Kigurumi? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is that basically... I mean, it's a onesie inside of a onesie? It's onesieception?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, George beats the ever-loving shit out of both Sakura and Daiji. Really curb stomps, like, literally, like, dinosaur stomps the shit out of her. Knocks her to the ground, and, everything about Juga is pretty fucking badass, but the fact that he just, like, all of his action scenes, like, fighting against the Igarashis is pretty fucking great. Like, he just stomps Sakura down and then hits her again before she even finishes bouncing off the ground. And then, like, kicks the spin kicks the shit out of Daiji. Like, it's really great. Like, just completely whips him out of the air.
Hey, look! Remember all those animals that we introduced? This was the payoff, Yeah. Why was the decayed Vice step a shark so that he could do this cool shark kick,
Yeah.
Or do that big elephant stomp with the Forza. It's all been playing out. This is what they've been being planned since the beginning, Yeah. This is the big payoff for all those Vice stamps,
Clearly,
right?
Speaking of the Vice stamps. So the Juga Vice stamp, or whatever is it Mighty Vice stamp? What is it called, actually? What's the actual Vice stamp being used in the Juga driver? Let's see. Hold on.
Boy, okay, God, it's boy, the Wikipedia page for this thing is fucking annoying as fuck to read right now.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking up George Karizaki. I'm going in. Normally this is where I'd leave you and William to banter, but unfortunately he's left us to die.
Daiji, George Possession,
Juga driver is a transformation device used in the Chimera driver. It is the Juga Vice stamp. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's just Juga Vice stamp.
So the Juga Vice stamp is just a real big, weird, like, chunky piece of cheese, basically. Is how I see it. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Like, it does not come off as shiny as I think they want it to. Like, it's supposed to be gold. It just looks like a
from
big
the way
old...
I can tell, from the toy photo they released, the whole gold thing is just a snap-on. It's not an actual Vice stamp.
What?
So they
it
took
snaps onto the Chimera driver? Or the Chimera Vice stamp?
So yeah, that's what it is.
Oh.
If you look at the... So they released the premium Bandai toy photo for that shit, right? So the whole gold plate, whatever thing, right? That's on it. It's literally just it's just a snap-on. You literally just snap it onto the thing.
Oh, no, that's sad.
Yeah. So it's not an actual Vice stamp. That's full out there. Let me see if I can find the photo for this shit. Nope.
Yeah,
That's the. All right. Hell, you talk about this a while. I look for this photo.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yep.
Iki's gonna try and decide whether or not he wants to risk more brain damage.
Yep. There we go. Yeah.
Protect his family.
Oh, I didn't realize everything is just a clip-on snap for this thing. Yeah.
Oh man, that is really bad.
Hey, look, it's the end of the show. You know, they're not gonna make 3 new modes. I guess, you know, right?
I guess.
Right? Like, well, why should you make 3 new molds for this thing? We can just make 1 mold.
No, the toy looks like it's its own thing, unless it's... Because it's a snap-on thing for the driver, to change it to the Juga driver, but then the Vice stamp... The Vice stamp looks like it's its own thing.
Yeah, no. So the Vice stamp is the Chimera, the orange thing, right?
Right, and then they have the purple one to add on to
that's perfect.
Diamond.
That's perfect Chimera.
No, that was Diamond or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's
Kamen
the
Rider
purple
Diamond.
Is that what it's called? I thought it was perfect. Fuck, alright, we're gonna look for movie exclusive writers now.
I don't know. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah. Spin-off
Kamen Rider Diamond.
Okay.
Kamen Rider Diamond, and then it's... Yeah, so if you look at the Tri-Chimera Vice stamp, if you look at it, it's literally just that purple octopus shit, centipede shit.
Yeah, so it's a little plate. It's a little plate,
yeah.
You snap it on.
Right,
then you snap it on.
But if you look at Juga, I think that's a whole different, Vice stamp.
Is it? Oh, it could
because you can see a little nub on the bottom there too.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I guess that does.
And also,
okay, the plate. Oh, okay, it's the plate. That's
the plate for the Juga driver is a snap-on.
Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see it now. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Anyway, right. Iki decides that brain damage is worth risking if it means family, I guess. But
look, he's doing it all for family, you know.
Yeah, sure hope nothing goes wrong with this. I sure hope that we can all live with our...
episode 48 hasn't aired yet, and we haven't seen episode 48, so who knows what can happen.
I can't wait for this conflict between George and Iki to go on for the last 3 episodes. 48, 49, and 50. He's going to be the final villain all the way through. Yup. Mm-hmm.
That's right, look, the last one for the last 3 episodes of the series, you know, right? Alright, also, I forgot. Hey, let's talk about Juga's design, you know, since we always like to talk about...
I mean, it's clean, black and gold, but I mean,
it's really good.
The problem is that it has the same problem that Chimera's had, where, I mean, they spent more time with it, I guess, with that shoulder piece, so it's actually, held on, but it still looks kind of, half-finished, because it's only on one half of, the front-facing part of the shoulder.
Right. Yeah, it looks pretty... I mean, I say, the whole thing about it that's supposed to be a homage based on Ultimate Kuga, right?
Yeah.
So you do see the little aspect. It's really good, right?
No,
it's really simple.
It's also something where it's again, as part of this show, it's just again, Juga is a whole fucking litany of puns because it's well, it's Juga, so it sounds like Kuga, but then also Ju is 10, and it is in reference to the 10 beasts that he's using. There's also if it's actually Juga, it could be 10 fangs, the 10 fangs of all the beasts that he has. It's a whole thing, which is it's cool. So yeah.
For a suit, it's very simplistic in design, but it's it works very good.
Yeah,
right?
it's not like the most ridiculous. Like you gotta try when you're dealing with like a mostly black Kamen Rider. You have to get the accent, like the panel lines and stuff, like right if you want to still give detail to it. Like like the opposite of like how Yuri showed up like initially with his shadow form, and it was just like all black completely. This is more like fuck, what was it in Fies Kaiksa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there are good like black Kamen Rider suits. I think this is another good one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the design is very clean due to how simplistic, and they use the gold well, they use the gold and silver accent very well on this suit, right? Right, I'm pretty sure this is like, I mean, it's definitely recycled from the Chimera suit.
But they really took time to not just like tack more shit onto the Chimera suit. They made its own stuff for it. Yeah.
Right. All right, that's this week's episode. Hey, stay tuned. Maybe we'll be back for the last few episodes of the series.
Yeah, maybe he'll show up just in the nick of time, just like whoever's going to save this, stop George from being an asshole. Here's a meme.
That's right. He'll show up and save us within the last 3 episodes of the series, you know, right? All right. That's this week's episode. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots. The booster's a thing now. Okay, thanks. Bye.